Welcome to Staying Relevant, the podcast hosted by two best friends, me, Sam Thompson, and Peter James Jonathan Joseph Jezariah Jeremiah Wicks.
Interesting, thank you for that. This episode may contain swearing. If you don't like it, go yourself. This is the main episode, which means it's Monday when you're listening to this. You'll be able to watch this on Josh's YouTube channel on a Wednesday, and then we'll be doing the bonus episode, which comes out audibly on a Thursday, which you can watch on a Sunday, which means that you can catch us on a
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday.
Beautifully harmonised, boys and girls. Rate, review, do all of that sort of shit. Follow us on socials at Staying Relevant Podcast. Do all of that crap. You know the score by now. And if you don't, well, you are thick.
But we are now podcast superheroes. You might ask why. You might be sitting there being like, what about the green chairs?
Well, for those who are listening to this, they won't know about the green chairs.
Oh, that's a really good point.
So if you want to know what he means by that, then watch it on Wednesday on Josh's YouTube channel, which is rising in subscribers. And that's good for Josh because Josh gets some more money when we hit 100.
Yeah, and we're doing a plaque party.
And with it, your plaque party.
Yeah.
Actually, I need to bring that up with you because I've been reading some reviews about you going American for some reason.
Well, bro.
Has anyone else seen this? Keep saying American words like Santa and elevator and trash.
Trash. Sticking to the trash, man.
But yes, we are, or you are listening to this in the first record from the brand new Staying Relevant Productions HQ. A brand new set, everything is new. Different area, different place. We've got a canteen. We've got a desk. We've got shit.
And it's all ours. We are now home. This is our home now. We own all of this.
Most of it's on tick.
Yeah. We've got no more money left. But this is the Staying Relevant Production Studio. This is where we're going to be for the foreseeable. And a lot of it is down to you guys listening. So thank you so much because we now are literally living our dreams. So thank you so much. And the set looks fucking sick. We've got a brick wall. Pete's got his goats. Pete's bought his goats in the old studio. And we've got a neon light saying Staying Relevant.
Yeah, that was a new addition actually, because we didn't have it last week and then something didn't feel right. So we got a light.
And the jelly cat.
That's a fucking disgrace.
It's pride and place up top as well.
But it's been a journey, but we are here. This is it now. This is our new kind of life and our new home. Lots of new changes. The team are now hybrid working.
Whoa, what does that even mean? What's hybrid working?
You know that.
What the fuck is hybrid working?
Come on, Sam.
You know I don't know what that means. What's hybrid
Sam,
working?
the whole team are sat here.
Isn't hybrid like some sort of mutant?
Sorry, the team mutant.
No, I don't understand. What's hybrid working? What is it?
We'll take a guess.
Okay, right. Working on the fly.
On the fly. It was all American again. Just working on the fly.
Working on the fly, man.
Yeah, the team are hybrid working, mate.
I don't know what that means.
It's hybrid working.
Does anyone know what that means? Or are we just making this up?
Annalise, you know what that means? Pippa, Josh, Kira and Ted's, they're not here at the minute because they're hybrid working.
I'm so confused. Am I hybrid working?
Yes.
Am I?
I think for you, we call it barely working. Because you're too busy running. Oh no, we finished that, which is fabulous. Actually, talking about hybrid working and actually the chairs, we specifically got chairs with lumbar support after you crippled yourself last week, which we'll get onto. You hopped in today.
Hobbled, mate.
But you did manage to hobble to the hairdressers the day after.
That's the first thing I did.
I know. It's incredible. I wonder what Sam will do after this incredible challenge that he's done. Finished on Friday after 260 grueling miles with a torn fucking calf. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll hop on a train to Woking and get my hair dyed. But what do you actually think of the studio? Because this is the first time you've seen it since it's been built, because you've been training.
Mate, it's absolutely beautiful. I love the brick wall behind us. Obviously, if you're listening to this, I'm going to give you a little rundown. We've got a beautiful carpet. We've got an amazing desk.
What a rundown that is. If you're listening to this, let me tell you, we've got a lovely carpet.
We've got a great cream carpet.
Fuck
it's really
me.
nice. We have curtains. We have lighting. Do you know what's crazy is that we actually have a fully functioning, fully fledged adult studio that we can call ours. And do you know what? And I mean this. We've been bouncing from fucking studio to studio trying to figure it all out until we finally got to a place where we could do it on our own. And I don't mean to get a little bit soppy at the start, but I'm really proud of us. I really fucking am. I'm so proud of us. And you know, who knows how the studio is going to evolve and whether we get another one eventually down the line as well.
Whether we get evicted. You just don't know.
Yeah, that is wild because now we're here with loads of other people working. So everyone has their own sort of studio spaces and office spaces and stuff. So we're going to start making friends, I guess, in the don't look at me like that. We're making friends. We're going to be making friends in the cafeteria,
The what?
in the
cafeteria?
fuck's sake, in the cafeteria. We're going to be making pals.
Yeah.
We're
The
going to
old
be having
canteen.
coffees in the canteen.
On our lunch break.
We've got lunch breaks now. Salad bars.
But yeah, I mean, this studio, because it's not just this studio, because we have been to work and there is some other surprises that will be coming very soon with Stay Evident Productions, I think. Won't there, Sam?
There absolutely will be. This isn't just a studio for one, put it that way.
But anyway, that's the housekeeping done. Our housekeeping.
Yeah.
Because it's our house.
Put the broom away.
Because we own this shit. Who owns it?
We own this shit. We actually own something. Look at what we've built.
Whose house is this?
It's our house. This is our house.
Our house.
Ow.
Our house.
This is our house, and no one's allowed in ours. We've got a keypad on the door. You can't get in unless you know the code.
Very expensive, that.
I don't know the keypad. I still don't know the fucking code to get into our own office.
You are not allowed it.
No, that's mental. That is absolutely that needs to change.
Well, we're slightly worried for security reasons.
I christened the loos just now as well.
Well, you did. You even cut a ribbon.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that you've been here for 3 hours. So the ribbon's been up for 3 hours, but you cut the ribbon and it was a big anticlimax. It reminded me of years ago cutting the ribbon on a doner kebab shop as a PA when things weren't going so great. But look at us now. Look at us now.
Look where we are.
Anyway, let's get back to the basics. Staying relevant. So each week, from the start of this podcast having me years ago, we do Staying Relevant Moments. It was a struggle to think of one for you for this week. What have you been doing? You done much?
It's been a tough week.
Been a tough week.
It's been a tough week, man. It really, really. Well, no, but the past few days I've actually been resting, relaxing, recuperating.
Oh,
Put
all
my
the
leg
R's. All the R's there.
Yeah, mate. Putting the leg up, chilling out. Obviously went and got a haircut and dye, which no one liked.
Well, let's go on to let's have a little, glance back at last week. You fucking completed it.
We did it, baby!
Yes! The man of the moment, the nation's sweetheart, Sam Thompson. You raised at Endpoint, which was on Friday, £1.5 million for UNICEF, and that's at the time of recording. We haven't found out what the figure is since then.
Imagine if it goes up again.
Well, I mean, it will definitely go up. We've still got a documentary to come out.
Yeah.
So you've done incredible stuff. I mean, mate, to raise millions of pounds for charity is incredible. But let's find out how it was for you. Didn't go to plan, did it?
No.
Wasn't the best start.
Mate, dude, day one, I've trained for this. Pete the whole team know this. And actually, you listeners will know this as well. I've been training for this for a while, like a good 4 months. And was feeling pretty good about the whole thing. And day one, I tore my calf. So there's three grades, right? There's grade 1, there's a grade 2 tear, and then the grade 3, which I didn't do, thank God, is a rupture. And if you rupture it,
that sounds bad, rupture.
Yeah, rupture's like the worst one you can have. It means that you've got to go and immediately have like surgery and shit. Thank God it wasn't that. I was at the 40K mark for the first marathon, and for the last 2K, I just had to hobble it. But I will never forget feeling like I'd been shot in the back of the leg.
Well, okay, right. So when you describe this, I watched the moment this
Have
morning.
you seen it?
Mate, and it's one of the funniest things I've ever
How's
seen.
it funny?
Right, I don't know how it came up, but it was on Instagram, and I was looking into the bits last week just to pick out some bits to talk about. And I'm not joking you. Sam goes, he's running along, and he goes, ooh. Mate, the moment is brilliant. You've just described as being shot in the leg, and you're literally running, you go, ooh. And then you stop and you go, I don't know what's happened.
Mate,
I've never seen it.
Dude,
The adrenaline must have been pumping on day one.
Adrenaline's pumping, but also I've panicked because I don't want people to panic.
Yeah.
So I in my head, I know what's happened, like relatively know what's happened. I'm like, okay, I can feel something really bad has happened. But
What was going through your head?
Pure panic, because I literally went, you know what it's like, man. Like everybody, it's wild when people sign up for these challenges, right? Then no one's not completed them. Like everybody's completed them, from Jamie to JP, my friend, to Spencer, who went and did things in the dunes, and the Africa guy, Russ Cook, who ran the length of Africa. All of these people have smashed every challenge they've done. And through my head on day when I did that to my calf, I went, I'm going to be the first fucking guy who lets people down. And you know that's my biggest weakness as well. So, mate, the fear, and I immediately like had tears in my eyes. I remember looking at my running coach, Taylor, who is such a machine. He was doing the whole thing with me.
Actually, let's just do a quick shout out to Taylor and Tracy, by the way, who I met.
They're such good people.
What fucking incredible people.
Mate, and they take none of the adulation as well.
No.
Then they literally, they're with you every step of the way,
It was
right?
the three of you from day one
From
to day
day
5.
one to day 5, mate. And I look at Taylor, and I've got tears in my eyes, and I go, I can't put any weight on it. I feel like I've been shot in my leg, and I could see. I'm looking. I'm trying to figure out what his eyes are telling me, and he go. I'm like, am I going to be able to finish this?
When someone's eyes get bigger,
mate? And he literally
You'll be
goes,
okay.
He goes, dude, let's just get to the end, and we'll go and see Gary the physio. Who again, big shout out to Gary and Lewin physio. They're fucking amazing. And I knew then that it was like quite bad. And then I just started really panicking. Obviously, there's a van in front of us because they're filming the documentary. So they're following everything. They've come out of the van and they're filming me on the side of the street. And I'm like, no, this can't be happening. This can't be happening. Anyway, I don't want to bore everyone, but fast forward to Gary, the physio. He goes, you've torn your calf. And he goes, mate, you won't be able to walk in it for at least you run on it, for at least 3 and a bit weeks. I'm now in floods of tears. I'm being held by Gary, the physio.
I mean, we were getting, because we don't want to ruin because obviously a lot of this is going to be covered in the doc, won't it?
Yeah.
So, but we were getting updates here. So it was, Monday morning. He's off, like he's gone. About 3 hours later, something's happened. It's bad. And I think Pippa and I went outside and went, oh dear, it's not good. He's only been going 3 hours.
I know.
We went, oh shit.
Oh,
but
mate.
listen, that was day one. You made it through 4.5 days after that, despite having a torn calf.
Can I tell you why? I mean this, and this incorporates all of you guys here at Staying Relevant, all the team, but also everyone listening. Like, mate, this sounds so cringe, and Pete's literally going to laugh in my face. The only thing that got me through is the power of friendship. And I know how it's Pete's gagging. I know how it sounds, but I'm not joking, man. Like from day one, Ben Shepherd turning up, right? If I would either have needed you or Ben. Because if I had someone who mollycoddled me on that first day.
Yeah, Ben's not that guy.
No, mate, he ain't that dude.
He's brilliant.
Mate, he gave me tough love and he went, dude, you must find a way to get through this. I'm panicking, I'm crying on day one. And he goes, no, shut up, mate. Get on the bike and we're going.
Go on, Ben Shepherd.
Mate, dude, he's such a boy. And I needed that so badly. I needed that person who's just going to take me. Be like, no, let's not do. If someone had been like, oh, that is bad, mate, I probably would have completely crumbled.
You don't need an enabler.
You don't need an enabler. I did not need that. And then day 2, Ryan came along, mate. And
that was incredible. That was a really
low.
Beautiful moment, actually.
Yeah.
Really beautiful moment. And then obviously you had another one of your best friends, Chris Hughes.
But no, do you know, I will say this. I will give this to Chris because if I'm honest with you, when I saw him and I came into the lay-by where we were sort of stopping and doing the This Morning stuff, I saw Chris Hughes and I went, shit, I don't know this guy that well. I went, I don't really know this dude. Mate, he is one of the nicest guys. And he came and did that, and I was in a really tough spot. We just had sleet rain coming across, and I was so miserable, and I felt like I was letting everybody down. And he was such a joy, and I really mean this. He was a real joy, man, and I was really appreciative. I wouldn't have had anyone else there, to be honest with you, other than Chris, which is wild. And I will keep in touch with him. It was that lovely. And then day 3, obviously, the big day. You came, as well as the rest of the team, and that I fucking knew it. I knew. I was so not prepared.
It was trying to work out what day would be a good day to come. Halfway through, you were either going to be, I can do this, or you were going to be, I can't do this.
Number 2.
You were number 2 at that point. I don't know if you have listened to the pods where you left and I made a prediction of what your reaction would be.
No, I haven't, no.
Which was out this week.
What was it?
I mean, I was 100% correct.
Wait, God,
apart from, I did say jumping up and down. I didn't realise that wasn't going to be a But yeah, we all came, and we'll get into the story of our journey there, because it was a real team day out that we had.
I've heard some of it.
Yeah, it was serious, but I think that is the most emotional I've ever seen you.
Mate, I've never been so low, but also so high at the same time. And the word of the week was, "You're the guy."
Well, I mean, became the phrase. It became the phrase and the slogan for your entire challenge. I am that guy. You're the guy. It became the thing. And I don't know where that really came from. I don't really know what the fuck happens, really, to be honest with you, in that whole moment. I didn't really know what to say to you.
You said the right words.
Because you can't prepare for that. I didn't know what state you were going to be in. And I didn't know... because you know, we laugh and joke a lot, like you and I, but actually behind that there is an awful lot of love, and a lot of the time I kind of take the piss, but I think at that moment that wasn't the right moment to be taking the piss. I mean, we did get that in as well.
Because you can see the board up top.
We made some boards and some signs. The "you can" moment that seemed to do quite well, But mate, I honestly, I don't think I've ever been as proud of anyone as when I saw you that day, because I could genuinely see the pain you were in,
Mate.
But not just physically, mentally as well. This episode of Staying Relevant is sponsored by Compare the Market, where you can now get personalised car and home insurance deals delivered by Auto Sergey.
Well, we all know that Pete is tight with his money. It's actually a bit of a nick, to be honest with you.
That's so unbelievably rude. And we all know Sam is a very annoying man-child.
It's not very nice at all. Well, we've got just the thing for people who, like Pete, want to save money and time on their car and home insurance. Hello, I'm Sergey. That's what he sounds like. You must have seen the adverts.
Simples.
They're the meerkats. You know the meerkats. And they actually now have Auto Sergey. He's here to make it even more simples by scanning for great deals ahead of your pesky renewal. And he delivers them straight to you, giving people like Pete more time to do things they love, like sliding into your inbox. Auto Sergey only sends deals at the right time for you when renewal is due.
I could use the extra space in my inbox, to be fair.
Just make it simples with personalised deals delivered by Auto Sergey for Compare the Market. Prices are generated from information you have provided. Review before purchasing. I love all that stuff. And T's and C's apply. Actually, you know what the worst thing is? I knew you'd be coming maybe at some point, but I thought it might be the end, because you told me you couldn't come. And then I was like, fuck's sake, if he ever does come, he'll be like at the very end.
Well,
so I wasn't expecting that. And I was running on no leg, and I was fat. And do you know why I said I'm not the guy? It's because I was in this headspace where I was like, they could have picked anyone to do this, and all the other people who've done this have completed it, and like they're the guys and girls and whatever. And I was like, I'm the person who's not. And, you know, I'm failing this fucking challenge, and I just felt like I was a failure. And then when I turned that corner and you just gave me that pep talk, and like there's this thing where I noticed you doing it, but I watched it back, and I basically fell in you. That sounds weird. I fell inside you.
That didn't make the cut.
but I was like,
just give him a little pet dicking.
I fell on top of you and you lifted my bag up for me. And I remember that really well. And I remember being like, oh, he's lifting me up. And like, it made me feel so good. And it put so much joy in my heart. And then seeing the whole team and everyone. And it was just fucking beautiful, man. But I've never done anything. And look, I know this challenge has encompassed a lot of some of our pods. So I don't want to speak about it for too long because there's a lot to get into. I mean, the team day out, I really want to hear about as well. But one of the things that I say is mentally, I don't think there was a better time, weirdly, for me to do that. There was a time on Thursday, and I haven't really said it, to be honest with you, but I left a lot on that road on between Wednesday and Thursday at the dock. I left a lot there, and it was one of the most mentally freeing times I've ever had in my entire life, where we rode and ran for like the longest duration all the way down up the Welsh border. And I finished in Liverpool. And you know, I'm a bit of a talker. And me and Tracy were on the bike, and it was so fucking hard. The hills were so bad. My calf was killing. And you just had to channel something. And I'm not gonna say what it was, but like I just left a lot of the year that I've had on that road, and I didn't speak to her for an hour and a half. And I remember she said to me about 20 minutes into me not speaking, she goes, whatever it is that you're channeling right now, I need you to keep doing that. And I just started riding the bike whilst crying for an hour and a half, just tears streaming down my face, just riding like I've never ridden before. And I got to Liverpool, fell off my bike, burst into tears, and just sat on a bench. And I've never felt so emotionally depleted, but also so at peace. And I know that sounds really weird, but I would say
it's a weight, isn't it?
Oh, mate, it was this weight that lifted off my shoulders that I think I've been holding for a lot of this year, and it just let it go, and it was just fucking beautiful. And then to have you there and to have Tony there.
I mean, Tony carrying you to the boat is one of the nicest, most beautiful, and also hilarious things I've ever seen. Because it looked like if it was in a film, Tony had been to war, he'd come back to his wife as a surprise. You know, when you see them beautiful moments on Instagram when like they've been serving and then they come back and surprise the wife.
Yeah.
And then you going, I've been thinking about you all day. Yeah. It was, I couldn't work out if it was the start of a rom-com or just a really beautiful moment. But the whole thing, mate, was genuinely really, really beautiful. And, you know, I can speak for me, probably everyone listening to this and everyone in this room, that we're so incredibly proud of you. But the thing that, before we move on, that I want to know is something that you said before you went away, and that's that you wanted to do something that you're proud of and that you wanted to make yourself proud. Did you do it?
Yeah, I did. I'm proud of. I'm really proud. And do you know what's weird? Do you know what's really crazy actually about the whole thing? I wasn't proud for the entire thing until I got home, and then felt really, really, really proud. And I've written it down. I journaled it, which is kind of lame, but like I wrote down the things that I did out there and the hurdles we had to come past and the friends that I have and the family that I have that turned up. And I'm so proud actually, not just of myself, but of the life that we've built and that we have, the community that we have and the people that we have around us. And it was fucking like the people who donated, man, the people who turned up in the pouring rain, like all of those people who we've never met, mate, as well. Like all of the family that we have that listen to this and stuff, who get behind you no matter what, even if their lives are really fucking tough. Like I know we're getting a bit deeper and we're going to stop now, but yeah, I am really, really proud actually of everything that's been achieved. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for the fucking experience.
Well, it's a really good way to go into this is we actually got a message, Pippa and I got a message when we were in the studio Thursday? Yeah, just after we'd got back from someone who, it was just the most beautiful message. So I'm going to read that to you now. And we've actually, she's going to come to the O2. We did a little video message, Pippa and I, to her, and we're going to send her some tickets. But listen to this. Every Thursday morning, we budget into our monthly allowance that me and my 17-month-old baby can go for coffee. Just me and some toast at Costa. This week, we're going for a walk around the park because we're giving our Costa breakfast to Sam. I didn't have any spare money, but after watching the videos, we had to find a way to give something. If you speak to him and he's struggling, please let him know how much we are all finding ways to support him, no matter how little or how much money we have, because he is amazing.
See that kind of
Gives me
I'm
goosebumps.
tearing up, mate. Again, like that is.
I don't think you've got any tears left.
I know, man. I just, but you hear that, mate, and it's the soul of people. Like the people are just so fucking lovely, and to have like to not have much and to be donating to that kind of cause. Like, that's why I kept on saying, like, the people. And I remember Pete saying before I did the challenge, he was like, remember, it's not about you. And you're so right. It's not about me. It was never about me. It's about UNICEF. It's about the cause. It's about the people who are donating. And I kept
You're
on
a vehicle
trying to
for a cause.
You're a vehicle to a cause, man. And a glass vehicle at that. But like,
Well, you weren't. You didn't break down.
I didn't break. Well, we kept on going.
You had a few mechanics along the way, but we didn't break down. There was a few flat tires, but we pumped you back up again.
Back up. But you're right, mate. I mean, we're all vehicles for something that's far greater than ourselves, mate. But the people who donated are the heroes of this entire story. Just to hear that. And to hear that someone is following and supporting the journey enough to alter their own life when they don't have much at all is it's fucking the most humbling thing you can ever hear. And so that is the most beautiful. Whoever sent that's just one of the most beautiful things I think
We won't
I've
name
ever
them,
heard.
but we are going to meet you at the O2, and also I know people have spoken to you because you are going to come backstage and actually meet Sam.
Yeah, baby, come on! We'll have a couple of Guinness, maybe a tequila.
Well, talking about the old Guinness, that's Guinness. I don't know why we're calling it
In
Guinness.
plural.
Let me tell you about our day.
Yeah. Because I saw photos, but I haven't heard it.
Well, I mean, so we, the team, got a train up in the morning. Not all together. Pippa missed the train.
This is so staying relevant. This is so
So
fucking
let me
staying
just
relevant.
point out, we've got a new member of staff, Hannah. If you want Hannah's nickname, it is Happy Hannah or Chuckles.
Chuckles! Chuckles is so good!
So we have a new character unlocked. But anyway, so Chuckles' first week in the office was to travel to Birmingham with the team, and her boss, Pippa, missed the train. So Chuckles had to sit on a train with Josh and myself. And I'll be honest with you, we're not particularly fun guys. So that was a struggle for Chuckles, but she kept us going. Chuckles turned up with a number of cardboard pieces of paper, bits of card where she'd made signs with Annalise the day before. They had a little arts and crafts session to make the signs for you that we were going to hold along the way. No one likes a quick finisher, that sort of stuff. You can.
That was wild, by the way, when I saw that.
We'll get onto that. So we had these signs and there's a lot of equipment and whatnot, and we're waiting at the platform, and there's me, Josh, and Hannah. Well, we're going to have to jump on this train, or else we're going to miss it, because it was tight to meet you at these kind of checkpoints. Because obviously you didn't know we were going to be there, and we was trying to fucking work it out with everyone to get to the right places. We had to jump on the train. So we all had a coffee and a toasted bun, and then we got Pippa with laughing. Pippa, where are you? Where are you? The train is leaving. Laughing faces from Pippa. Oh, I missed it. Why she missed it? Because she was petting dogs on the tube.
That's just not you. That's just not Pippa.
Yeah, I mean it was tough. But we later, after seeing you, we all needed a bit of a wind down. So from there, we went through a Costa drive-through, which was lovely, and we all had a coffee together. We then went for lunch because we thought, oh, do you know what? Let's go and see Sam for lunch as well, because we'd left you at the checkpoint.
That was fucking lovely, by the way. When you came to the second checkpoint, that was so nice. Although I barely saw them because they were all having Guinnesses outside.
Well, the main reason that we went to the second checkpoint is because on the way when we were going through the drive-through, it was okay, right, well, we can get the trains back. I had to go to work and have all that sort of stuff. Where's the next checkpoint? It's a pub. Or we could go and say hello. So we popped in and said hello. Sam was having loads of treatment. There's loads of cameras around him and all that sort of stuff. So I was like, guys, let's leave him to it. We go to the pub. So we did have some Guinness and we had a lovely lunch. Pippa was over the moon with her lunch. She actually wants to go there for the Christmas party. It is in the middle of fucking nowhere. But it was great. We had a lovely time. We almost forgot that you were there.
Well, do you know what? It's interesting you say that, because I remember hobbling off my fucking physio table with everyone around me going, I swear I've seen Pete. And I literally hobbled to the edge of the door and looked to the outside space. It's the entire Staying Relevant team, none of whom have come and said hello at this point, all having knees up, just literally about 50 fucking meters on a park, on a bench outside.
I'm going to be honest. I was there as a motivator. I felt like I'd motivated you, but it wasn't just you that needed motivating. So it wasn't just the Staying Relevant team, because I did also sit down and have a pint of Guinness with Tracy and Taylor.
She told me this. Tracy she had a booze up before she got back on the fucking bike.
So while Sam is weeping in a corner, Tracy and Taylor came and had a bit of lunch and a couple of pints of Guinness before the next 30 miles in the afternoon, which just goes to show what fucking machines they are.
Oh, that's so funny. I didn't know Taylor was there as well.
But anyway, so the whole thing, honestly, we're really proud of you. So that's, and you can see a lot of the content everywhere. I mean, Sam's everywhere at the minute. And make sure you watch the documentary, which is going to be on...
it's going to be on Friday. So actually it will have just aired, but it'll be on RTVX
so
as well.
I hope you watch the documentary. If not, you can catch it on X.
On RTVX.
Stream it. And obviously this is pre-Soccer Aid.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed Sam will score a goal. Sorry, we've changed that. Fingers crossed Sam will step on the pitch.
Yeah, it's looking real dicey at the moment, I'm going to be honest with you.
But we'll see. But since then, you got back and lots, has happened. We are in a new studio. It is a podcast hosted by myself and Elvis now. A little less conversation, a little more action.
Do you know what?
Thought
like I needed a change, man.
Yeah, I mean, you have made a serious change. You've gone dark. You're a brunette.
I am a brunette. I'm a very dark brunette. And I've got
some would almost say black.
Yeah. I've got very, very dark hair. And I did that on purpose, by the way.
Yes.
But I didn't realise I went on
it wasn't an accident?
No.
Because the comments are suggesting it might have been an accident.
I know, I understand that. The reason is that I went for a hair dye, right? And I just want to change. And I didn't realise I was doing this morning the day after I'd got this, 2 days after I'd got this hair colour, because it normally takes a couple of days to set in and go a little bit browner. And so I went and did this morning, and the comments weren't very nice. I got absolutely fucking hammered. No one cared about the charity. All people cared about was the fact that I looked like a vampire.
No, I mean, it's
better now. It's better now.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. It's not as aggressive in person as the pictures that everyone sent me when you're on this morning, where, I mean, I'm not entirely sure who you were.
I don't, honestly. Ben Shepherd went, oh. I went to hug him. Went, oh, hello. That's not
aggressive.
A good sound.
But listen, we're here for it.
Should we do a poll? We should do a poll. Do you like the new lid?
We've done a lot of the Soccer Aid stuff, and it's not to undermine it, but we need to move on to...
We must move on.
To some other bits, because, I mean, Sam...
Wait, I've got one more thing to say, actually.
Yes?
You're going to love this. Guess who's replaced me at Soccer Aid?
Oh, I know, because Roman Kemp. So the original Moulay has replaced you. I'm not sure if that's down to the injury or if they saw your hair in this morning and think, oh, we can't have him in an England kit because they're white and all the dye will just run down and you won't be able to see. You'll end up looking like you're playing for the rest of the world by the time all the dyes run out, because they play in black, don't they?
They do.
But yeah, Roman Kemp he's got the call up.
I saw that and I went, you fucking bastard. I messaged him. I went, of course. I went, it had to be you, didn't it? So he went, no, mate, I was always going to do it. I went, you've been superimposed onto the fucking kit. You haven't even done the photo shoot. I couldn't believe it.
Well, this is what happens, mate. Do you know what I mean? But you'll be there in spirit. You're still going to be at Soccer Aid.
Still going to be,
because there'll be a lot of people there who want to say, well, it's already happened. So,
do you know what I hope you've
very
seen?
confusing now. I don't know whether we're coming or fucking going. I'll be honest with you. What fucking week is it?
I'm hoping everyone's seen is that I've asked if I can be assistant manager to Tyson Fury if I can't play. Stood on the touchline with him.
Well, I mean, with the Sam T footy knowledge, why wouldn't they? 4-4-2 boys, get back. But anyway, listen, I mean, the start of this year has been slow for you. All we've had is sort of
running,
crying, emotional problems and running. But it's because you've been working in the background on loads of other things. So we have got a very exciting announcement. It's something that has kept everyone on the edge of their seats. Me personally, I haven't slept for months. I haven't slept for months. We first announced this way back when, and honestly, I've been ready for an explosion. It's been like waiting for GTA 6 for me. See, you like that reference?
Such a good pop culture reference.
Thank you. I am learning.
Slay Queen.
Slay Queen. Yes, bitch. So it's been a lot, but I can finally reveal. We're going to find out if Sam's Jamaican this Thursday. DNA Journey is out.
DNA Journey is out.
So it has aired. Again, I don't know what planet we're on now anymore because all of this is in the future and in the past. So, Sam, if you haven't seen it, I don't want to do a spoiler because I know you're all on the edge of your seat like me. But was it you that was Jamaican or Marvin Jones?
It was both of us.
No, it wasn't.
No.
So who? Oh God!
It was.
Who
Marvin.
was it?
It was Marvin.
Oh,
It was
come on,
Marvin.
guys! Who had bets on Marvin? I told you. Who had bets on Marvin? You said Sandpaper. I mean,
I'll tell you what. It was.
God, it's just
So do you know what's wild though? I do have family.
No,
who've been
one of
to
your granddad went on holiday there once.
No,
mate.
he was in the army there.
Well, then you don't. That doesn't make you part Jamaican.
Yeah, he was there.
There is a moment. Sam called me when they were filming this, and he went, "God, I got dicey for a minute," because they said I do have a connection to Jamaica around the 1800s. We all know what we were thinking.
Yeah, mate, dude,
Sam was thinking. Sam, we all know, but luckily his granddad he just popped over there to be in the army for a bit and went on holiday. So you're not Jamaican, but you are
Irish.
He's the best man here in the fucking team.
I've got Irish in me, man.
Top of the morning to you.
Northern Irish as well.
But amazing. So, I mean, I can't believe that's happened.
You can catch that on ITVX as well, by the way. If you haven't
Listen,
already.
I'll tell you what you should do. You should just have a Sam marathon.
It is wild. It's all sort of happening at once, to be
But
fair.
we've also got another announcement from Sam because he's got another show that he's been filming.
Oh, yeah.
So you know, he's got the prank show, Impractical Jokery type thing that he's been filming.
Sabotage.
Yeah, he's got that. He's got that coming. Just have a Sam Sunday. Hey, what better thing to do if you're a little bit hungover than get in bed and watch Sam cry, watch Sam find out his ethnic origin, and then watch Sam play tricks on unsuspecting people. I mean, there's something for everyone there.
Explain that so well.
There is something for everyone. It's a real. We're going to call it Sam Sunday. I might even have a Sam Sunday. You know, I'm going to lie in bed in me pants at some point.
I'll just be giving you a hand job. That's the Sam.
So that's Sam staying relevant.
That is very exciting. Celeb Sabotage is going to be great. I'm so excited for it.
Oh, we're all excited for it.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, it's definitely something that I can't wait to watch. I mean, I may be watching it at some point because I watch TV now.
Yeah. Oh my God. Wait, is that out?
Yes.
Pete's. Wait, have we spoken about this?
No.
Oh my God. See, this is what happens. It comes in like waves, right? 1 minute, we're doing fuck all. The next minute, look at us. So Pete Wicks is doing the show that I have always wanted to do with Pete Wicks, not with me, but with Vicky Patterson. He's doing Celeb Gogglebox, everybody. And if there was ever a man that needed to be doing it, it was you. Are we allowed to know any of the things you've watched?
Yeah, because one episode's already been on.
Has it?
Yeah. So basically, you film it weekly and it goes out on the Friday.
Oh, fuck me. It's a quick turnaround.
So 2 episodes would have been on by this point.
So what have you watched that you were just like, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, it's tough for me because, as we all know, I don't watch an awful lot of TV. So the majority of it is explaining to me what is happening and who these people are. And the biggest struggle that I have is that, I watched Below Deck, for example.
How was that for you?
That's people fucking on a boat. What more can you say? To be honest with you, I'm mostly there eating snacks.
I could just imagine you being like, what's this? Below Deck. Right. Oh, they're shagging. Right, it's a basic show about fucking. Vicky, over to you.
Yeah,
Then you just went for the popcorn.
But you know, I mean, we didn't. You would have seen this. I think I had some sort of malfunction because they're long old days to sit and film.
Yeah,
it's quite. You have to sit and watch this stuff, and you do it over hours and hours and hours. But it's loads of fun because me and Vic get to spend time together, and it's great. And she's got the dogs there. We do it at Vic's house because mine's a fucking nightmare because of all glass and all that shite. I watched Arnold Schwarzenegger talk about climate change. I didn't really pay it.
The hell are you going to say to that on Gogglebox?
Well, I'll tell you what I said. Just did impressions of Arnold Schwarzenegger for 15 minutes. Get in the chopper! And everyone just was like, it's on the tin. I was going, put the plastic in the bin. That's all I did.
And they're like, but Pete, what do you think about what he's saying?
Get in the chopper! That's literally. You know, but yeah, it's a fun show. But so I'm watching TV now. I watched a film with Hugh Grant in.
Do you know what I love?
Heretic.
Oh, that's a fucking good movie.
Well, yeah. I mean, I got it completely wrong. Well, because we watched the kind of start bit of it, and I didn't realise it was a horror, and I just thought he had a lovely cardigan, and he was quite nice to the girls. I didn't realise at some point he'd kill them. So I...
what a lovely man.
Well, I just thought, oh, it's lovely. It's raining outside. He's invited him in. Isn't that nice? He's made him tea. He's bought him a little mug. That's lovely. He's even lit a blueberry candle.
A blueberry candle, that's right. He goes, my wife's going to cook a pie for you.
It's lovely. Yeah, I thought, well, I don't understand the problem. He's a lovely guy.
Oh, that's so funny. But that's not it for you though, mate. Let's not only... celeb Gogglebox Peter James Wicks. We've also got this morning's Peter James Wicks as well. Let's not forget about that. The man held the fucking cards. Do you know what? I was really going through it. Emotional.
For Sam, it was like bring your mate to work day.
Mate, it was, but do you know what was so wild is I was in such a weird headspace. But the moment I saw you holding them cards, I just went straight back to this is fucking brilliant. And you were stood there with your cards, right, holding them. And there was a producer who's a really nice guy, actually, who was like telling Pete, right, this is what you do. Pete just turned around and went, mate, this ain't my first rodeo. And he went, let me fly. And the guy went, oh shit, okay, fine. Mate, you fucking smashed it. He was holding his cards. It's so daytime as well, no swearing. And he was like, they couldn't believe that I'd never sworn before. It was so
the panic of about 6 different people from this morning going, I know tensions are high, but this is this morning, you can't swear. Like I'm some sort of moron that's going to go, he fucking did it. Morning, Ben. How are you, big fucker? Do you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, there was blind panic where people just do not associate me with morning TV.
Oh, you were so good.
It was amazing. If I put my mind to saying, it's almost like I can string a sentence together.
I see you holding the cards, though, man. It's like morning TV.
Well,
and Pete Wicks go well so together.
I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but obviously they must have seen that and thought, this guy, he can do daytime, he can do family, so let's whack him on the one show as well. So then I went and did the one show
that night,
and it was so good to see you hosting that as well. It was sorry, that was Roman. I get confused. But yeah, with Roman. But yeah, we did the one show. I'm just all about the daytime these days, mate. You know what I mean? I'm just there for the family. Slay bitch.
Yeah. Well, he's just slaying all the bitches.
Yeah.
That sounded rogue.
I'm slightly tired today because last night I was hosting an evening with Pete Wicks.
You love an evening with. My God, do you like an evening with?
Yeah, with Dogs Trust, an incredible event. Kirsty Gallagher was interviewing me, and she is. I have to say this. Have you ever met Kirsty?
Yeah.
So she is just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful person, but she's
beautiful.
But she's great at what she does, man. Like she is a really good broadcaster. She's fucking incredible. You know, when you watch someone, you think, "Fuck, you're good." So that was amazing. There was a dog there. There was a Great Dane. We're in a really, really posh, good, yeah, nice, really posh venue in London in the middle of Mayfair. And there's like, you know, all these kind of wooden frames. It was at the Kennel Club, and you know, we were doing like a fundraising thing for Dogs Trust. So they brought Atlas in. Everyone's like loving Atlas. This is amazing. Midway through the CEO's speech, Atlas just went. And then shit all over Kirsty Gallagher's shoes.
No way. Did it go on the shoe?
Oh, on the shoe. The fucking lots, mate.
Oh,
we're all in suits and all that sort of stuff, so that was delightful. We had to clear the room because you could choke a donkey on that fucking smell. It was tough. And I'm off to Cannes next week.
See, this is the thing. Pete's just on his travels right now, all over the country.
I'm in my travels. I've been Birmingham. I've been to the one show. I've been to Mayfair and I'm going to Cannes. Cannes is a good one, though.
Yeah, what are you doing in Cannes?
It is myself, Liv Atwood, Martin Kemp, and Kimberly Wyatt. We are off to do something.
We have had somebody who's got in touch about Pete's gym journey. You were seen in the gym by a listener of this very podcast.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were. Pippa, someone has DM'd us.
Is that someone in my building?
Mate, this is.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you're getting stalked in the best possible way. Someone's DM'd us going, just seen
someone
Pete.
in my building.
Mate, if you listen, someone's DM'd us saying, just seen Pete at the gym. He's on his 3rd cigarette break so far.
So
is this true? Do you go for cigarette breaks mid-gym?
Yeah, absolutely.
3rd one.
I'll whack out a 5K, do 3 back to back, go back in, go and do 20 minutes on the rowing machine, a few after that, go and do a little bit of fucking stretching, couple of because that takes it out of me.
Stretching? Sorry, no. What stretching are you doing? I need to know. What, are you on the mats?
Just trying to keep myself mobile, mate.
You haven't got what are you doing? What stretches are you doing?
Don't worry about that.
I have to see photos of
I'm
you
going to be honest with you.
stretching.
That's the most worrying thing because it's someone in my building then. Because you can only get in the gym if you live in the building.
That's why.
So that means I've got
have
to
a
stalk
name.
up. That can't be serious.
We have a name from that person.
That's not real.
That is.
No, you've made that up.
No.
I can show you the DM.
That's frightening.
It's fucking brilliant.
Show me his face so I can avoid
It's
it.
not as frightening as knowing that you're stretching. I have to know what is he doing, like the groinal stretch?
You do full groin stretch. Yeah, a lot of the stretching I learned in Strictly with Yvita, and that is because I am of an age now where everything cracks and clicks every time I move. I'm not overly flexible, and because of all the broken parts of my body, they become stiff very quickly. So I have to kind of work on that and do a lot of sort of exercises.
Oh, mate, that is so funny. I can imagine you like on your
circles.
knees, like leaning back, trying to really arch that back, like on the fucking mat.
I mean, at one point the other day I was doing the crab.
Oh my God. If anyone, let me do a call out quickly. If anyone, which is speaking of hate, anyone sees Pete at this private gym doing stretching, don't feel like you can't take a photo. Take a photo, send it in to us at Staying Relevant of Pete doing stretches because fuck me, am I so into that. We do need to wrap it up soon, but not before we have got Pete's opinions on something that I know is going to blow his socks off. Are you ready for this, Pete?
Can't wait.
Okay. Love Island has returned. Your favourite show is back on everybody's screens. How are you feeling about it?
I mean, like, honestly, mate, buzzing. It's not a summer without Love Island, is it?
Actually, you know what? I've got a better one for you. There was a girl who described her ideal type. And one of the girls described her type as a guy who looks a bit dead. Mate, you often describe yourself as woke up in a wheelie bin and on death's door. So do we think if we could just maybe look down the camera or something, just say hello, babe, to her or something like that when she gets booted out? Maybe not hello, babe, that was a bit rogue, but just, you know, you're her guy maybe.
All right, darling, what's happening?
Yeah.
If you're looking for a corpse, hit me up.
What's her name?
I'm not going to give you one. I meant me. It's not
Shakira?
like I've got a few.
Shakira,
Or Meg. Can't remember. Shakira or Meg.
Shakira or Meg.
Shakira, Meg, whatever.
One of the two.
You're looking for a guy who looks a bit fucked and a bit dead. Quite old, but I'm your man.
Send that into the villa now via carrier pigeon.
I'm your man.
Oh,
Don't you worry about it.
You know, when sometimes people go like they send a celeb face in, right? Like Joey Essex obviously went in. We've had other famous faces I can't remember have gone in. And imagine you, what would it take to get you to be one of those celebs who go and walk in around that corner? Hello, girls. You know when they go, hey guys, who's ready for a bit of fun? Or like they always do like a catch line as they come round the corner and they're like, hey guys, it's me. Like, it's me you've been looking for.
What would I do?
What would you do? You'd shuffle around. Bear in mind, they're all about 22, 23.
I'd walk around the corner and go, slay bitches. Where's the booze? Apparently you only had one glass, so I'll suggest you all have a whip round. Whack it in a bucket and I'll finish that. Off you go. And then I'll sit by the fire pit and drink myself into a stupor. And then whoever is up last, I'll crack on with that one. Whoever hasn't got a partner.
Is that what you'd say when they go? Because you have to steal someone's girl, someone's girl. So you'd have to steal someone from another couple. Are you happy doing that?
Oh, I don't give a fuck. Who's up for it? And then I'll just work out who I think looks. And I'll go on, yeah.
Come here.
And then what will happen is I'm sure someone will come in and then steal the obviously unhappy girl that's been left with me. And then when she gets stolen, I'll go, can I go home now?
Here's what it is.
I'll come back out, I'll get me PLT deal, I'll put on a bodycon, I'll go to a couple of events, revive the career. And then in a couple of years' time, I'll be able to go and do a reunion show.
You do the celeb special, the All-Stars.
Yeah. No. I'll be straight on the phone to Mike Spencer. Here, All-Stars. I'm your guy. And then I can go and do like that other fella that does 4 holidays a year via Love Island.
And Casey.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be it. I'm buzzing for it.
Well, mate, just sort of following on for that, Shakira had 24 hours to get a boy to pick her or she'd be dumped. What would you do in that 24 hours that would what would your sort of process be of picking someone in 24 hours?
They have to.
You have to pick them, yeah.
Oh,
no,
so I have
he
to.
has to win them over.
You have to win them over. So you have to win someone over in 24 hours or you get dumped from the island.
I'd offer money. How much? Just for 1 week. I can't go at first. How much?
Yeah. Anything other than first is fine.
How much? I think that's probably the best way to do it, isn't it? Yeah. Or just tell them that I know a lot of brand owners. I know some. I'll tell you what I'd do. I'd say, I know someone at Meta.
But you know brand owners, so that's maybe you go in and be like, I know sort of like, I know the people who could get you a Boohoo Man deal. Or
Tell me about yourself. Are you the one that likes dead people? That sounds like Sixth Sense, doesn't it?
Oh, and do that be amazing because you come on After Sun again?
Yeah, I can get her because that was loads of fun. So I'd be over the moon. I'd come out and get interviewed by Sam. How was it for you? Mate, it's just one of the best experiences of my life.
I love it when he pretends to be serious.
I'm just so lucky and grateful to have the opportunity. I didn't find love. But I hope everyone else does, and there's the right person out there for everyone. Just wasn't my time.
Do you know what? And you could make Maya's going to be there again on After Sun.
Well, I mean, you're doing After Sun again, aren't you? So, I mean, is it going to be awkward with you and Maya?
Why?
Well, you snubbed her Halloween party.
Still not been invited to the new one, actually. That's a good point.
Yeah, it might be because it's June.
Yeah, but still, I bet the invites go out quite early.
Well, I think they probably already have gone out, but why would she invite someone who can't be bothered to turn up?
No, it was not. I can't be bothered. A question for you: if we do get invited again,
I wasn't invited last time. I don't know where this. If we get invited again, I wasn't invited last time.
Yeah, but if we get invited, we've got to do it this time.
I don't think we'll be able to, mate.
Oh yeah.
If Avios,
that's a really good point.
I don't know what I'm doing there. That was weird. Off to Vegas. I went cross-eyed then as well. That eye's really fucking, it's honestly, it's like I've left that in the Love Island villa.
Pete, please go and be a bombshell on Love Island. I think we'd all really, really appreciate it. If not for yourself, for everybody else, because it would be fucking brilliant.
It'll be like DNA Journey. You never know.
You never know. Pete's catchphrase, you never know.
You never know.
Thank you so much for listening to Staying Relevant with Peter James Wicks and me, Sam Thompson. It's been so fucking good to be back. We're in the new studio having such a good flipping time. We love you so much. the artwork, the brickwork. You got to watch this on YouTube as well, by the way, because honestly, just to get a look at the new studio, and on the socials, of course, at Staying Relevant Podcast for everything. And we are just eternally grateful for you. We're in a new fucking era, everybody. We are all in our Carrots era right now.
Slay Queens.
This has been a Staying Relevant production.